So last week I was in Spain. I was really anxious about this upcoming flight from Barcelona to Chicago. I was really dreading it, and I couldn't figure out why. I'm not a morning person, and this was an early morning flight, and I just remembered. A few years ago, I was flying the exact same route, and it was a total disaster. I'm Alexis. I'm a nomad. Like and subscribe. So it was a similar situation. I got up before dawn. I remember I ate a peanut butter granola bar and I took the metro to the airport. And I had no problem getting through security. And just as I was getting on the plane, I had this terrible taste in my mouth, like metallic, and my vision started to narrow. And I thought, oh no, I'm getting a migraine. Well, there was no turning back. I just got to get to my seat without throwing up. That's the thing with migraines. Projectile vomiting. So I found my seat and I sat down, and there was a woman sitting next to me, and she said hello, and I said hi. And then she said, have you accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior? May I remind you that this is an 8-hour flight and we have not yet left the ground. I am in no condition for a long conversation. So I said, look, I'm getting a migraine and I have to just sit quietly with my eyes closed. And as I said this to her, I reached into the seat pocket and pulled out the barf bag and put it on my lap. Oh, she said, I'm so sorry. I'll pray for you. And then she closed her eyes and she folded her hands in front of her chest and she started moving her lips silently. And I put on my sleep mask and I kind of put my hands over my mouth and sort of rocking back and forth, I repeated the same mantra: deep breath, don't throw up. The two of us must have been a sight to behold. But something worked because I never got a full-blown migraine and I didn't throw up. So that's why I was a little anxious about this flight. I'm happy to report that I made it across the Atlantic and all the way to Mexico without incident.